Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the delay in start. This is your humble host, Ultra Maximus here. It is Wednesday, March 17th still. By the skin of our teeth, it is. 2021. You guys are watching Flipside TV. Tales from the Flipside podcast. And this is the Wednesday night comic book presser. So make sure you guys are subscribed over here at Tales from the Flipside so you can see a bunch of wonderful comic book content. Not just what you were watching here this evening. But I do want to thank everybody for joining the live chat. Those who are here to have a good time, listen to some beats. And just got to say, this still needs to update. I'm so sorry I did not update this slide. But I am very proud to say that almost 450 subscribers. And some good stuff coming. Make sure you're subscribed to me over there at UltraMaximus 2. Link below in the description. As well as a link below in the description to my IG. So make sure you are subscribed to me over there as well. Facebook is the same as the IG as well as the Twitter. And hello, everybody. I really got to say, it is amazing to see you all in the live chat. It is a Wednesday night. And, of course, it is St. Patrick's Day. So, the best-dressed man in comic book news reporting, of course, is wearing the green tie. Y'all know how I do. So, it's good to see you. And it's good to see everybody, again, like in the live chat. Okuma, thank you for showing. Joe, appreciate it. Cover Lover. Bilbo. Mr. Hurd, and everybody give this man a follow. This is Hurd S. Eric over on IG. He's responsible for some graphics. And make sure you are giving him at least a follow if you're not going to give him some work. But the man does good work. And not only that, he is Mel's Rookie of the Year. So shout out to Rookie of the Year, Mr. Eric S. Hurd, everybody. So let's get into this. Because, look, I had no internet yesterday. And it was absolute murder because make document available offline only works when you have the ability to make the document available offline. So I couldn't work on anything, and I got really far behind. Dwayne, thanks for joining. Like everybody, I love you all. Thank you for joining me here live tonight. I also want to give a shout out to everybody who's watching right now on Facebook, as well as everybody on Twitch. You guys mean the world to me. Come join us. Join in the conversation. So let's get into this because this isn't what you came to see. It's this. That stuff right there. Okay. It's switching on sides on me. Anyway, like I said, I really appreciate you guys checking us out here, Tales from the Flipside live. So, of course, you guys know that if you're watching the show, there's going to be spoilers because if you didn't make it out to the shop, you didn't pick anything up. You never know. But I also want to remind everybody, the Super Chat is active, and this is how you're going to help UltraMaximus be the #1 source in comic book news reporting on Wednesday nights. So appreciate any Super Chats. It is not required, but it is tremendously appreciated. And again, let's get this kicked off. And again, you are watching Flipside. Make sure you guys know what I'm all about. So what I'm all about is the honorable mention. I drove to 2 stores looking for good copies of this today. And, so I got one of each. Underordered on all accounts. Maybe some subs filled it up, but at least there was a couple on the shelf. But just a couple on the shelf in each spot did not mean a couple high grade on each shelf in each spot. So, there's some other. We got people talking about Hellfire. Joe, you're way too ahead, man. We'll get there. This isn't an FOC show, but when that Hellfire stuff goes on FOC, we'll talk about it here. But this right here is Fire and this is my book of the week. The reason why this is my book of the week, because even at $80, sitting on the shelves at Midtown was no big deal. If the book was picked up, and they had it on their website, it was sold out too. So I think, or it was selling. So look, this book is probably the Bermejo's best work to date. Probably up for cover of the year. So let's just be honest. The book of the week is solely on cover appearance alone, regardless of what the guts are on the inside. So that being said, I want to give a massive thanks before we get rolling into all of our different titles here this evening to our previous giveaway, and to shout out to our winners. Those were mailed out via priority mail. I'm sorry, without the lack of internet yesterday, I was not able to update everybody, but I'll be getting caught up and getting you a message. But by the time I get you a message, it'll probably be in your inbox. And again, shout out to my buddy Eric S. Hurd. And of course, the soundtrack and the dope beats that you listen to on every one of my videos is provided by White Bat Audio. Appreciate it. This is the presser. Starting off with a blaze. And we get this wonderful new independent title, Eros Psyche. And this one is a cover A by Mirka Andolfo. Here is your cover B by the creator. Here's your cover C by Mercado. Here is your cover D, which is a swipe, I'm sure. But Sabine Rich giving you the swipe. And then there's virgin covers of this one, and the 1 in 30 Merca. All right. So, Action Lab going to drop the Danger Zone. And here's the thing about Action Lab. They have two different things. And you'll see that in just a moment here. The Danger Zone, of course, is going to be the Vamp Blade and the Risque, and the same going on for the cover C, and then the D Risque, and then the E, and then the E Risque, and then that's going to round that out for the Danger Zone. And then there's a regular old Action Lab. Oh yeah, Sabine Ridge, Harry Potter homage, of course. I wouldn't recognize it, James. Thank you very much for pointing that one out, because you know what, I am not a Harry Potter fan. I may be smited for this one, but I've never seen a full Harry Potter movie. Ominous beat continues. Action Lab, regular books, again, not the Danger Zone. The non-Danger Zone gives us Miranda number 4, or Miranda and Maelstrom. See, I gotta increase the screen size here. This I got stuff too small, man. I can't read it. I need some upgrades. I need a sweet dual monitor set like I used to have. I used to have like a huge plasma as a dual monitor, but then it went back to being just a TV. Because in a relocated scenario, I had a dual screen scenario. It was pretty tight. I miss the dual screens. Anyway, Miranda and Maelstrom number 4. This is your Action Lab opener. And then we have Sasquatch in Love, number 4. Bringing up Aftershock. Bequest number 1, Freddie Williams. Maniac of New York, number 1, second printing. And I didn't see a 1 in 15 variant for that number 1, that Bequest number 1, very first one. But maybe there was. If I missed it, leave me a comment below. Let me know why it wasn't listed on the Diamond website. Red Atlantis, number 5. Moving on to Ahoy, and oh my gosh, Happy Hour. Somebody's really, really happy about getting eaten alive, wouldn't you say? The honey badger is a vicious creature. And this is why your regular badger milk is nothing compared to the honey badger milk, which is one step below the fuel that I call Energon. So, just saying. Oh, American Mythology is going to give us a book here, and this is The Land That Time Forgot. There's your cover A. And then the next one up is going to be your cover B, which is your limited black and white. Antarctic Press. Gold Digger, $2.79. Interesting for my horror comic peeps. Horror Comics Black and White #1. And then this is probably the most interesting of all of the variants and independents of the list. Yeah, because it's not a variant. It's a regular cover. I think it's an only cover because I didn't see any variants listed for it. Hot Valley Days and Cocaine Nights, #3, and what? Anyway, Archie. What does Archie bring us? Archie brings us the World of Archie Jumbo Comics #107. And then the World of Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics Digest #3. Artist, Writers, and Artisans. Erratic #4. Behemoth. Hotline Miami Wildlife #7 of its 8-issue miniseries. And Steambound #2. Heavy Metal. Maiden #1 of 8. Darkwing #4 of 10. Savage Circus #4 of 10. Wild stuff. They Say It's Alive. Breathers #5, cover A. Dose #2. There's your cover B for Dose #2. Next up, Mad Cave. Knights of the Golden Sun #11. They Fell from the Sky. Oni Press. Grubs #1, Invader Zim. Quarterly. That's your cover A for the quarterly, and there's your cover B. Next up, we got Scout. Children of the Grave, #3. Midnight Western Theater, #1 of 5, and I do believe there was an incentive variant, and I missed that one probably on my list. Shame on me. Scoot is the little kids imprint, all ages imprint from Scout Comics. If you don't know about them, just check them out. And that Scout probably had a variant, possibly a 1 in 10, possibly a retail exclusive. But check out with what's going on. Scout's going to be going through Lunar. So with that going on, now it's harder to track, but I'm going to do my best because I am Ultra Maximus, and if I did the bare minimum, I'd be Ultra Minimum, but I am not doing the bare minimum. So give me a like and a thumbs up if you can. Don't forget to share this video and make sure you are subscribed to Tales from the Flip Side for all of the greatest comic book entertainment 2021 is going to bring you, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. So that's why it's very important that you hit that notification bell. And we're getting close. We're getting close to the goods, and it's going to be a good presser tonight, even though the lack of internet capabilities kind of hindered my ability to do the wonderful production I would normally do for you guys. It's still a great one. And I really appreciate you all in the live chat. And Valiant bringing us Savage. So I like this cover A, and like the cover B for issue #1. This is just funny. And I know it's a Valiant comic, but some of you guys out there collecting that stuff, that's some funny stuff. So, and then of course, you get a pre-ordered bundle when you order numbers 1 through 4. And here's your cover C for your pre-order. So that's kind of cool. Like what they're doing is they're basically, for those who don't know what the pre-order bundle means, let me translate it for you. It's similar to what Bad Idea is doing right now, where you have to pre-order issues 1 through 4 in order to get the not first print, if you're lucky. The rest of the people are going to get the A and B covers to choose from. You, as a pre-order subscriber, and you pre-order bundle them together, and you prepay for them probably. We'll get issues 1 through 4 with a special cover. So keep that in mind. Making some of these really, really limited, and you know, it's any wonder that more and more people are coming back into comic books because it's a great means of entertainment. And right now we're in an instantaneous society, and they burn through all forms of other entertainment, and then they need more. And maybe the reading is just enough to slow the mind down to have a good time and good experience. So I'm enjoying it. Let me not babble on anymore. But I do walk with monsters number 4. Here's your cover A. And there is your cover B. And that is going to round out that one. We got Wake Publishing Essentia. There's issue number 3. And that issue number 1 has a very rare Jim Lee variant. I don't know how good the sales figures were. I never really looked it up. I don't know if it's old enough now that issue number 3 is out there. You can look up the sales totals on issue number 1 to see what Diamond's distribution totals were, but I'd be interested to know. Leave me a comment below if you find that out. I'd be interested in seeing that. And let's see, here's your Robin Hood Cult of the Spider, cover A, and then cover B. That's just, yeah. That's the stuff nightmares are made of. And then here's this, which is a little bit, you know, she's just going to stab you through the eye with an arrow. It's cool. It's cool. And we're in the boom. So we're approaching the larger suppliers of our addiction, everybody. And I want to thank you all for tuning in live. 17 minutes in, and we're just getting warmed up because you guys know I got a lot of goods for you. So I try to bring it. Abbott 73, number 3. There's your cover A. Abbott 1973, cover B. Abbott 73, unlockable variant, which is your 1 per store. So black and white on that one. And then if you see either of these versions, they're probably a good nab, being this one's the 1 in 25 incentive. So the Expanse, number 4, and I've watched a couple episodes. It's not bad, but I don't know if I don't know if it's going to be one of those that I can invest like a full binge into. But here's your cover B. There's your 10 copy incentive. There's your 25 copy incentive. Very interesting book. Peach Momoko cover, Jim Henson Storyteller Tricksters, number 1. What's with all the spiders this week? The Storyteller Tricksters. Somebody must have watched it. Anyway, here we go. There's your blank sketch cover. Because, oh, look, another spider. So we're all full of spiders. And now we're full of orcs. God damn it. All right, who sent us through the portal of Middle Earth? Because, yep. Oh, look at this. More orcs. And then thank God for Mirka and Dolfo. And, yeah, not a bad incentive cover. 1 in 10 incentive for orcs number 2 out today. And again, she's done more work than people realize. She's all over the place. All over the place, and props to her. She's a fantastic artist. I like seeing more and more of her work. Let's see, Origins number 5 of 6, cover B, 10 copy incentive. Woo, we made it through the boom. We made it through the boom, but here comes the boom still. Blue Green, thanks for joining the chat, man. Good to see you. Orphan and the Five Beasts, number 1. And again, Diamond's List had no variant cover for that. So strange. I don't know. I'm weirded out by it too. All right. So Dynamite, you guys know the drill. There's so many Dynamite books some weeks. This week, I think there was like 33, but I'm going to show you the goods. If you're after like the 1 in 5, the 1 in 7, the 1 in 10, the 1 in 11, the 1 in 12, the 1 in 15, the 1 in 16, the 1 in 17, the 1 in 20, the 1 in 21, the 1 in 30, the 1 in 35, the 1 in 33, the 1 in 40, the 1 in 50, and the CGC graded ones that aren't listed here, check with your local comic shop or online retailer that you trust. And see what you can dig up, because these were long past final order cutoff, and this is the kind of let's just say this: Dynamite is definitely the kind of book you need to order before FOC. So whoever you get your FOC information from, make sure they're showing you the goods. All right, but here we go. So like I showed you first, there is your Red Sonja number 24 Lee limited virgin cover, and that is of course the wonderful Jay Lee. This one's 24 by Michael Linsner. And then we got Golden Limited Virgin cover. The Perillo CGC cover, as I was stating, there are some CGC graded versions of this. Red Sonja and the Superpowers, Perillo Crimson Red art cover. Because some of these books, again, come out at weird delays that are different than their original solicits, making them have like a longer period until they're in hand. I don't know if it has something to do with the printing process or not. We'll see. Sonjaversal number 2, limited virgin. Vampirilla number 17. I mean, these are phenomenal artistically. Looking at this Perillo also, absolutely just art. Vampirilla Dark Powers number 4. Linsner, cover B. There's your cover C. Doing the old Batman drop-in. Not bad, I gotta say. Definitely probably one of my favorite covers by Yoon. I haven't seen another one that disappointed me. Like there was one that I was really dissatisfied with, but I really like this one. As far as this is a good Vampirilla cover. Cosplay. CGC graded Oliver cover. CGC graded Perillo cover. And that one is the Perillo limited virgin cover that I swear he replicated Angelina Jolie's face on. If you disagree with me on that, leave me a comment below. Let me know why. Live chat, if you disagree with me on that, shoot me a reply. Let me know why you disagreed. Let me back that up real quick. I'll go back one. Tell me that does not look like Angelina Jolie's face. Vampirilla is not able to be killed from what I understand. That's how. Because she sells. IDW giving us a G.I. Joe. This one was a deluxe cover too, so big cover price. Cover B. Friendship is Magic 95. And they gave you a cover B as well. And then a 10 copy incentive. So good luck to you all. And shout out to Comic Book Women for having one of the artists on their show. It was good stuff. It was a very good interview. Star Trek Year 5, number 19. And is it just me or is Angelina showing up again? Just saying. Star Wars Adventures 2020, number 4, cover A, Francavilla. Here's your cover B. And your 1 in 10 incentive, which is just the sketch art. TMNT's ongoing, cover A by Sophie Campbell. Now, in my humble opinion, this would have made a great cover B. Now, in my humble opinion, this would have made a great retail incentive because it's done by Kevin Eastman. And while this one's going to be probably extremely, on the lower ordered side because it's the incentive cover, I'm wondering, for you guys who still are operating a diamond account and in the chat, I know the Usagi Yojimbo variants have gone to a qualifier on the previous issue. Can you tell us how that's working for TMNT? If it's still order 10 copies of the AB cover in order to unlock the ability to order one of the retail incentives? Because it'd be something that I really think that, the guys in the chat would like to know. Because, again, that Usagi Yojimbo has switched to a qualifier variant. So, TMNT, The Last Ronin Director's Cut, #1 was out today. I think it was even more expensive than the first print, and the second print. Transformers Back to the Future #3, and there's your #4 cover A. There is your cover B. Oh, nope, didn't see the cover art for it. But the 1 in 10 incentive was available. Okay, thanks, Drew, for that information. So it's not a qualifier for the previous issue, which is good because that's how the Usagis are currently looking. And that's kind of crazy if you think about it, because qualifying, on a previous issue to be able to unlock the ability to order a retail incentive for the following issue makes it tricky to order. But you guys will find a way to adapt. I know you always do. All right, so you headloppers, there's your cover A and your cover B. I'm sorry, I kind of hit the trigger really quick. So there's your cover A. And then cover B is also delivering with a slice of cheese yellow in the background. Invincible Amazon Prime Video Edition. I liked it. Didn't see a copy, though. Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl #5. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. There is your cover C. There's your cover F for Noctera, everybody. This is the glow-in-the-dark variant. Released after the other one. Quite interesting. Radiant Black #2. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. There's your cover C. 1 in 25. Tartarus, #10. Ultra Mega, #1. Cover A. Cover B by Moore. Cover C, blank variant. Here's your 5-copy incentive and a 10-copy incentive. Walking Dead Deluxe #11, cover A, Finch and McCaig. The Walking Dead Deluxe, cover B. Oh, what the heck? This is the cover B. And the text was doubled up like a dork. See, I found the editorial mistake, and again, I'm demoting my editor, so he's fired. All right, so the cover C is the Tedesco, and I'm sorry, the cover B, I don't have the artist. Oh, it's the Tony Moore, I'm sure. Duh. Anyway, DC Comics. Batman versus Ra's al Ghul #5 of its 6-issue miniseries. Catwoman #29, cover A by Joelle Jones. And the very very big, easily scratch showing Jenny Frisian cardstock variant. Man, this rivals, I think, Greg Horn's money variant. It's up there. It's a money cover though, so for you guys who collected those money covers from Greg Horn, where he did the limited C cover for Wanted Comics on a couple of them, if you're collecting those types of covers, you might want to go make sure you pick one of these up. Tough and high grade, because again, they show scrapes, cardstock variant. Yeah, Joe's right. Jenny nails another cover. That's a bare minimum of a statement. Justice League #59's cover A. Now, there was some news coming out about this one because months ago, and shout out to Nico of Flipside for pointing out my astute observation where Naomi was on the cover of this thing when the cover solicit had dropped long before they did Future State. Future State basically delayed that cover. But here's your wraparound. And again, the wraparound, the Marquez wraparound on this one is just a home run. Now, Jim Lee did the cover C, which is the Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman variant. Here is your other one. Oh, and here's your other one. Okay. Jim Lee's probably the only one that's important. I don't know. They're all pretty good if you're into the Justice League movie, and maybe we'll talk about that one. Looney Tunes, and I'm sorry again, Looney Tunes is issue 259 for my listeners who aren't looking. Nightwing number 78, cover A by Bruno Redondo. And then your cover B by Scan. Superman, red and blue number 1, Gary Frank. Love that cover A. And that is not Amazing Spider-Man number 61. That is indeed Superman blue and red number 2, cover B. And then there's your cover C. You guys can tell when I take breaks or have to step away from my computer to be a dad. It's fun stuff. Truth and Justice number 2, cover A by Kerry Randolph. And Truth and Justice cover B by Ryan Benjamin, Richard Friend variant. Marvel. That means we're in the home stretch, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. 31 minutes in, almost halfway, more than halfway through. Who knows? Black Knight's given us the Curse of the Ebony Blade, number 1 of 5, the Black Blank variant for your cover B. Then we had the Stormbreakers, everybody. And the music couldn't have been cued at a better time because this Black Knight Curse of the Ebony Blade number 1 was an open order Stormbreakers, unlike some of the other Stormbreakers. And unfortunately, I was shopping with a 4-year-old today, and the only one that was on the shelf available to me was a $6.99. It had a Mylar on it, but unfortunately had a torn cover. And unfortunately, I missed that torn cover when I was purchasing it, so I'm on the lookout for that one. But that... I may be wrong, but I'm still trying to confirm. 3 first appearances on the cover. 1, 2, 3, with the Black Knight in the middle, in the background. Unlike the other ones, but we do have a Peach Momoko variant, and then of course there's your Todd Malk head variant. Headshot variant. That one could be a running joke for this issue. For those who've read the issue, if you get this thing CG done by Todd, why don't you have him draw it with a little bit of modification to resemble something that happens in the issue? That's a challenge that I challenge the community to do because it's fun stuff like that makes the community go around. So if anybody does that stuff, please tag me on IG because that would be amazing. But anyway, the Black Knight Curse of the Ebony Blade number 1, Ron Lim variant. And shout out to Ron Lim. Really good looking book. And what's really funny is the Black Knight, the Curse of the Ebony Blade, number 1 of 5's 125 Hans variant is pretty cool. Yes, it is. The Momoko is the Virgin. So that's probably going to be the big one. Oh, and I love it. When I find out about a secret variant, thanks to my friends telling everybody about secret variants in our community, and we were able to obtain them. I'm glad you guys finding those secret variants out there, but there was none that I know of for the Black Knight. But we have all these other books. So Captain America's Anniversary Tribute number 1. And there was the Brooks variant. Good old Hitler punched by Cap. There's nothing more classic than that. And, that can be done a million times over. It's not a big deal. And I saw somebody somewhere reporting an article that said that somebody was redoing all of somebody else's mistakes in that one Captain America book. I thought it was very, doesn't matter what I think about it. Captain Marvel giving us the old cover A. There's your Man-Thing cover. And then look at this, Stephanie Hans with those lovely, the rose colors, like the light pinks and stuff like that she had on the Black Knight cover as well. It's showing through here. Anyway. Oh, what's this? What's this under a pseudonym stuff here? Oh, anyway. Champions number 5. And then the Bocelli Ms. Marvel Man-Thing. The Ms. Marvel thing. So if the Man-Thing mixes with the thing from Fantastic Four, is it the Thing? Leave me a comment below. Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon, number 3 of 6. And then your variant, which kind of cool. I had to leave them all on the shelf because they all had spine breaks. So, woo! Tough book. Iron Man number 7. Cover A by Alex Ross, and this is kind of cool. This is Iron Man Tony welding up Rhodey. Anyway, Bartel. Thank you so much for this, Jen Bartel. That's amazing. Very soft colors, but still so well on the depth with just light shadings. She's got a good perspective too. So Iron Man number 7's Michael Cho variants aren't too bad either. The two-tone. King in Black Spider-Man number 1. King in Black Spider-Man number 1 Liefeld 30th anniversary Deadpool variant. Happy birthday, Deadpool. King in Black Spider-Man number 1 variant cover. Marvel number 6 of 6. And then, of course, Romeo just... All right, everybody. He has upped the ante for possible covers of the year. So I don't know what's coming up next, especially in the Marvel run, because the cover A's are done by Alex Ross, and they're phenomenal upon themselves. Spider-Woman number 10, cover A. Oh. Jen gave us a 2 for this week. And you know what? Coming up, they were all in final order cutoff, at least, and until further notice, we got a week where 4 of these are coming out. But there is the Black Panther one coming up next for all you Bartel chasers, so make sure you're down for that. Spider-Woman number 10, Michael Cho, two-tone variant. Also not too shabby. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 10. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 10, the Empire Strikes Back variant. Sword number 4, King in Black. Sword number 4's variant cover. And that was an incentive. So, Thor number 13. I did not get to pick up any copies of Thor because they were completely shorted. And also, once again, not too bad. But like people are saying in the chat, and I can already see, not only were the Bartels limited at their locals, but it's that the two-tones weren't really well taken care of. Harsh on the shelf and everywhere else. And spine break free copies are insanely hard to find. So shout out to everybody getting 9.8s on these books because just the books look bad, and guaranteed 9.8s are tough. And if anybody knows of any 9.8 subscription services, let me know. It's actually something I've thought about signing up for when it comes to certain books. Like if I can do a 9.8 on FOC pre-order, If anybody knows any good ones, leave me a comment below in the video. I'd like to really hear who you guys are using for that. Of course, you can also tag me in those things on IG and let me know who these people are. And I appreciate anybody who does do any of that kind of stuff for me. It is much appreciated. And I got to fix the music here because they think I've gone somewhere. I am still here. See? They're funny like that. Of course, it's the man. There we go. Back at it again. Taking a sip of the coffee. All right. We're almost done, everybody. We're almost done. You know we're in Marvel, so we're in the home stretch. So next up, we got Thor, number 13's Klein variant. That was your incentive. Trials of Ultraman number 1. Trials of Ultraman number 1's variant. Oh, look, another variant. But wait, there's more. Mana variant. Oh, look, there's another Momoko. And this one, actually, check out the designs in the background that she did for this. This is good. Trials of Ultraman number 1. Art Adams, Kaiju. Kaiju variants? Are Kaiju variants going to be a thing? That's what I want to know. Trials of Ultraman number 1, TV's variant. And then your Momoko Virgin variant. And then here we go. X-Force number 18. And nothing like an X-Force book that shows the old Cable, brown suit Wolverine, and Deadpool. 2 of the characters drawn by their creator. One of the characters drawn by a huge fan. And honestly, I love that What If Wolverine Was an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. book that Liefeld did way back in the day. I know he's not a lot of people's favorite person or artist, but he's one of mine. And shout out to what you guys love and collect. And we're just getting warmed up here at the presser, but I do want to take this moment to give you all a shout out. Thank you all for joining this live. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Shout out to everybody on Facebook because y'all make this great. Let's see here. So, yeah, if you want Wolverine and Cable, you go to New Mutants 93. Look, everybody likes to give Liefeld a lot of crap, but everybody used to draw Wolverine with claws way bigger than his forearms. Like when Wolverine's arms were down, the claws are the reason why he couldn't bend them. I swear, that had to have been something that happened only in the 1990s, where his adamantium claws were so long that he couldn't bend his arms. Anyway, I love that there are some of you guys who do agree with me, and we're just old now. We like the old stuff, man. But you know, I can't help it. I got a ton of X-Force books that I absolutely adore because they were my childhood. New Mutants to X-Force, good stuff. But do you guys want some great stuff? Oh, it is that time. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the UltraMaximus Speculation Matrix. This is the Spec Matrix new release picks. This is my variant edition that I do of the Speculation Matrix variant edition that I do elsewhere as well. So this is the Flipside variant edition. You know, maybe I need to come up with a custom slide just for Flipside stuff. So we'll see. But these are my picks from the new releases today, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know in the comments below. All right, everybody. So these are the picks. This thing, like I said earlier, is absolute cover fire. 1 in 30 Merca and Dolpho variant from Ablaze. I don't know how long term it is, but it's a number 1, and it's a 1 in 30 incentive on a number 1. So could be a good flip. Could be a good pick, long term hold. And of course, if you are a Merca and Dolpho fan, kind of an under the radar one for her too, but another virgin cover. And this one is your 10 copy incentive for Orcs. I don't need to say anything. I don't need to say anything again. Yikes. Anyway, Captain Marvel's 27 Hans variant, also a pretty good pick for you Hans collectors. I mean, these are just artists that are bringing some really good heat. And honestly, I like the Toka and Raysar versus the Rocksteady and Bebop on this cover A. This is good stuff. The Eastman stuff, still creator drawing their characters. That is something that I think is a whole different unexplored genre for some people, but that's something that I don't know. Maybe Liefeld, Deadpool, and Cable fans, people who do love Liefeld and collect Deadpool and Cable like hardcore. Maybe we're like that. Maybe it's the same with McFarlane collectors. Maybe they love all the McFarlane created properties and items that he has out there. But some of us '90s people are weird. I'll admit it. But the 1 in 10 still, it's a 5 turtle cover. Jenica included. You have to love it just because this is the new norm. This is the new normal for us in the Turtles universe. Oh, Jenny. These girls are straight bringing bombs and just being like, oh, here's a cover stock regular price, $1 more. But yeah, knocked it out of the park. And like I said earlier, the Marquez wraparound looks good to me. So even though totally spoilerific, I mean, this is really huge spoilerific if you think about it. So I'm sorry for anybody who's waiting to see HBO Max like me. But we kind of knew deleted scenes have been talked about for years. The Snyder Cut also been leaked multiple times. Tom and Jerry, everybody. You like these Tom and Jerry posters? I love these Tom and Jerry posters. I think they're wicked. All right. I just had to sip that coffee, which means please smash that like button. Don't forget to click that and subscribe button and click the little bell for notifications and make sure you're clicking it on all for when I go live or when everybody else goes live here on Flipside, because we are a family of comic book lovers. We really appreciate you guys tuning into these things live, like I said. And let me know what you think about these Zack Snyder's Justice League covers over the next few days as you guys watch the Justice League. And then Superman Red and Blue #1, cover A by Gary Frank. I love this cover just because artistically it was hitting for me. And then again, 3 possible first appearances on a cover. I'm pretty sure they were because I tried looking for who these people were. Didn't have much success. If you guys know of these people appearing someplace before this Black Knight issue, let me know. Also, this was the only book I got to read. Only one. But the Hans variant, for you Hans fans, I mean, like I said, her reds to pinks, just some of these girls are really good with this color shadow. And I don't know if it's digital or if it's Copic marker or what is going on, but it's just absolutely good stuff. Captain America Anniversary Tribute, the Brooks variant. All right, everybody. So, if you haven't recently checked out some of the exclusives, like the insane haha variants coming from Wanda Comics, you're probably doing yourself a disservice. As you guys know, I'm a pretty tough stick. I'm a stick in the mud when it comes to a lot of store variants because of insane high print runs and a lot of scrupulous things, undisclosed things. But I love transparency, and Drew is a absolute great guy to work with. Also, long-term man in the business. So shout out to Wanda Comics for providing some of the giveaways in the previous episodes. And who knows what we might have in store going forward. I'm going to be giving away here. So we'll see. But again, take a visit over to WandaComics.com. If you haven't already bookmarked them, you better do it before the next exclusive goes live. Now, As I told you guys earlier, I had some troubles. But I managed to get some other details here for you. And don't forget to stick around for the Spec Matrix finale, Final Order Cutoff review. Anyway, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, obviously, now let's talk about this, everybody. Everybody in the chat, let's talk about this, because this is the big deal. We made it through WandaVision. Now we have to suffer through all these weeks of Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes, and they're going to be dropped one a week. So it's not like we can binge watch. But I hope you guys know that there's going to be some good stuff, but take the specs slow, because I see a lot of people jump into a lot of books and like dusting off their X-Men number 4s. I think the X-Men number 4 spec might be the Mephisto spec of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Just being honest. And honestly, this thing right here is also probably a reach, because if Omega Red spec was going to be a hit, it would have been a hit for Deadpool 2. And if you guys saw the DVD release of Deadpool 2, which I just watched again last night, Omega Red is clearly in it. This guy. So I don't know what's going to happen with this guy, whether John Walker is going to be the most hated or he's going to be a very appreciated character. He wasn't very well liked by a lot of people in my day, as far as when he was occupying the books. So very controversial things. And of course, her. Do we know for sure this is Madame Mask? Let me know. Comment below, of course, and I appreciate you guys leaving comments below. They mean the world to me. Now, this, of course, like the variant covers, I'll be watching this tomorrow. I don't know what time it's going to go live, but I don't even have an HBO Max account yet. But I'm going to sign up for one as soon as this broadcast is over, and I'm probably going to watch it. We'll see how it goes. But if I can't watch a lot of the old cartoons that I want to, probably not going to keep it. But we'll see. Again, this right here is how you guys are going to help me break the algorithm. Leaving a comment below, liking the video, of course, sharing it. If you are not subscribed to our channel here at Flipside, guys, I'm just here giving you a review and kind of like an overview of what could possibly come out of New Comic Book Day. There's tons of other stuff going on here at Flipside. I want to give a shout out to everybody over on the Spec 10. And the possibility of us maybe looking to add some talent to the Spec 10 group, being able to vote on some books and things like that, and kind of share a little bit of spec knowledge, might be in the works. So keep watch for that. We may post a casting call video. So we'll give you guys props and details and stuff like that when that comes to it. Now, also, you guys, again, Tales from the Flipside channel would not be where it is without the help of everybody who's currently watching this video. And there's a ton of you guys watching. There's a ton of you guys in the chat. We got people saying, I don't trust any of the spec shows after WandaVision. Some of the spec was reaching, but COVID probably didn't help much. And it's true. There's a lot of spec out there, and you really got to be careful, everybody. You really got to be careful. So what you're supposed to do, if you are trying to speculate on things, is you are, of course, supposed to read and maybe I don't know, follow people who maybe read books a little bit. Shout out to the Detective, because he's one of my most favorite people to currently watch and follow on YouTube, as far as somebody who shares a passion for the books pretty thoroughly. And we've been trying to get a Ultra Gary collabo. So you guys should press him on that one. Tell him the presser is pressing him for his presence. And we'll see how that goes. But you guys, this week was a little bit of a disaster for me. So what I would normally have in store for you, unfortunately, Didn't turn out to be very much of what I wanted it to be. But and Joe, let's just talk about this one real quick. Yeah, Gary is a G. Right here, Joe. If you're buying for spec on a show coming out now, you're too late. Except when you're not. There's a show that we do, and it is called the Spec 10. And what that Spec 10 is where a bunch of the guys who do content on the Flipside channel and some other channels are asked to participate in a group discussion about books just don't pop up on the radar of people who know about them. And that's one of the things that Gary's really good about. And that's one of the reasons why following Gary, it will definitely up your spec game. I know people like to talk me up like I'm good at spec. Like, please, I just read books. I collect a lot of goofy stuff. And of course I do the show, which really, the show preps me for my own comic book day. And I really, want to thank you guys for that, because you give me an opportunity to not only prep for my comic book day, but also to prep for yours and possibly the one coming up tomorrow. Because again, this show is apparently watched by people who are hardcore speculators, who are brand new readers, who are casual readers, and for people who, are not able to make it to a store until, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So, kudos to all you guys, and hopefully I give you a little bit of an advantage to call your store tomorrow morning and nab some of these things. But I did not run into time due to fatherhood, taking a 4-year-old to 2 comic book stores and then lunch. I tried to get him lunch early, and the drive-thru was like, "Oh, we're still serving breakfast," and you ever had a 4-year-old get livid about not getting lunchtime at 10:15 in the morning? So yeah, it's crazy, man. But like I was saying, the Spec 10 is where we get together and we talk about books that are off the radar, that haven't been blown up, that haven't been, quote, pumped. And we try to do that to try to give you guys honest content, because honesty in comics is what Flipside's all about. So I appreciate everybody who's watching and subscribing on this channel. And of course, you guys know there's lots of goods, because guess what? Again, we gave away this one last week on my channel. So I want to thank everybody. And the winners are still you guys, because even though I don't have a giveaway this week, I am giving you guys some wonderful things, because this is the final segment of the show. We're going to keep it about an hour, and I know you guys got to go. I got to go. I started late. It's one of those scenarios, guys, but I appreciate you sticking with me throughout the program. And don't forget, there's a ton more coming. So, FOC review. You guys know I like that Conan, the comic Rasputin. Oh, that's hilarious. The beard is CGI, just an FYI. And Mojo, thank you. I appreciate that. So Sumerian Iron Shadows in the Moon, #1, is an old school cover swipe. Who knows this cover swipe? Leave me a comment below. If you're watching this on the rewind, if you're watching in the live stream, leave me a comment on the video below. Let me know what cover this is swiping. I want to test my comic book knowledge for you guys who are watching. But don't forget that there's also this 40 copy incentive version. Now, this man right here, David Nakayama, has been killing it, and I think this book's shown up on FOC a couple of times, but there it is, the Bell King of the Serpents one-shot. There's your cover C by David Nakayama. And then he also did this one that also came out this week, or FOC this past week. Grim Spotlight Mystery Voodoo Dawn, cover C, David Nakayama. David Finch also just continuing to give us the fire on the high ratio incentives. And for those of us who picked up the 1 in 50 Magic cover, we're probably going to need to pair it with this one too. I don't know how Cloak and Dagger's doing, but this cover's hitting. Colorful. For you Nocterra chasers, there's a 100 copy incentive for issue #2. Deep Beyond. And you guys know I like Merca and Dolfo. And if you don't see the reasons why, well, obviously you don't know what my kryptonite is and the reason why I picked this one. Marvel Action Captain Marvels, 10 copy incentives. Again, low ordered books. IDW books are not. Oh, man, it's so funny to see people sleeping on these things. But here's a good Gwen cover as well as a good Captain Marvel cover. But it's funny that the first 2 issues of this series have been more about Gwen than they have been about Karl. Oh, you guys giving it away in the live chat, but I love you for figuring it out. Love you guys for figuring it out. Challenge of the Super Sons #1. This is your cover B. And all right, so I got to ask, who else in the chat loved when the first Super Sons volume dropped? I did. I absolutely did. So my way of making an announcement on air for the Ultra Box is one of the books I'll be adding into the Ultra Box giveaway. And I haven't even hit the 500 subscriber. I was going to put this one in at 500. But in light of them bringing back the Super Sons in a fantastic way, and I want you guys to all know that I appreciate this story more than anything, I'll be adding this 9.8 foil variant Super Sons #1 into the Ultra Box. So make sure you are following me over on IG to see more of the submissions that I put into this giveaway box. Again, the Ultra Box is going to be the giveaway that gets me over 1,000 subscribers on my own channel. And shout out to my homies at Flipside for allowing me to help me grow my own channel while also providing content to you all here. But the Ultra Box is going to be something phenomenal, guys. I want you all to have a chance to win it. So make sure you are subscribed to me over there. Make sure you're following me over on IG. Make sure you're following me on Twitter if you're on Twitter. Make sure you're following me on Facebook if you're on Facebook. There's going to be more stuff coming for that Ultra Box, but Super Sons definitely hit my heart. So I want to pass on some of that heart back to you guys. I have a Super Son, and he is amazing, and one of the reasons why I think I really appreciated that whole watching Superman be a father to John Kent. And I think I haven't had time to watch the CW show. I hear it's really, really good. I'm going to check it out because it's Superman being a dad. And hey, again, I appreciate you guys getting behind me, and I'm just hanging out the sails. You guys are the wind, so you guys, I know you guys would take me there. It's just a matter of time. But we're gonna get Flipside to the 10,000 mark and beyond here soon, real too. So keep tabs, watch what happens because we're gonna take it. But anyway, continuing on with my Ghost of FOC, and as you guys probably know, I do an FOC that's a week ahead. So this one hasn't had its final order cut off yet, but it's coming on Sunday. But a little bit of opportunity for you there. Now, Mercado, once again, 25 copy incentive, 7 Secrets. I mean, if you're reading 7 Secrets, you know. This one's very interesting. And once again, guess who gets an exclusive cover that's included in this pack? Merca and Dolfo. So, if you guys are buying these magic packs, there's a guaranteed Merca and Dolfo variant that's only available in this pack. There are other variants, however, that are available in the other packages that are random. So, every pack you buy is going to have that Merca variant in it, but it's only available through these packs, making it common but still a variant. I'm anxious to see what the other ones look like too. They've kept a lid on this. All right, they've kept an absolute lid on this. You guys know me. I'm pretty tough when it comes to buying certain things, but I do like certain artists. If you guys are watching Drunken Chat, you guys know I do spec matrices on the artists that I like and on the books that I'm buying. So it's one of those things. But appreciate you guys again sticking in for this one. The link to Gary, man, so you're gonna have to find him on IG, but he's the Despective Comic Despective, 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 Spective. Yeah, you get it. Oh, I need my coffee again. See, guys, I run my mouth too much, and my throat gets dry. And I start losing my train of thought. But I'm back on the ball, so another book. Let's have a little face-to-face about this one. Are you seeing number ones disappear back into boxes to be returned to Diamond now that this one has gone to FOC? Interesting ramifications may be upon us here in the future. Foil cover, second print. I'm interested to see one. I got to ask my comic shops to make sure that I get one because I did not FOC one myself. So good luck to you, those who have done that. And with that said, everybody, I want to thank you guys. The pack comes with the A cover, blank, one Planeswalker, and Andolfo. Oh, really? So according to James here, the pack comes with the A cover, a blank, one Planeswalker, and Andolfo. So is it the same in every pack? Because I was hearing news that it was actually different per pack. Very interesting. That Planeswalker variant's a fire-looking book too. But I'm definitely going to have to get me one of these. Thank you, James. I really appreciate you, man. Really, really do. And if that is the case, then my apologies for the incorrect information. But thankfully, you and the comic community were helping me correct it right on live on air. And did I get upset about it? No. Again, I'm just a reporter. And, it's a little bit less about my opinion in some things where I report the facts of what's coming out, but I do give you my opinion. And I get that you guys respect my opinion. It's the reason why you watch. And thank you for tuning into this episode on Flipside. You guys know that this means the world to us over here, that you are watching, that you are sharing, that you are liking. So I got to give the breakdown. The Wednesday Night Presser, again, is brought to you in part by some good people. And I tried to get live at 10:15, had a little bit of a delay. So I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. But the next episode will be next Wednesday, of course, because New Comic Book Day means there will absolutely be a comic book presser. And that is, of course, only on Tales from the Flipside. And like I said, I try to go live at 10:15. We had a little bit of a delay tonight, so I thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and share. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. Talk to me, guys. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Wonderful, wonderful material and content coming at you from Flipside on all these wonderful shows. Hot 10 coming on Friday. You guys know that after the Hot 10, Mel likes to go and party. And that's where I like to loosen the time myself. So let's see here. You guys know who I am. I am Ultra Maximus. And again, I was at 440 something subscribers when I went live tonight. So I will, of course, be checking that subscriber count. And I want to thank you guys for adding me to your list. Let's get to that 1,000. We're in the home stretch. The Speculation Matrix is, of course, one of my reports that I do besides the secret variant, which I wonder what that could be. But you know, it's a secret. But the Raw report is my typical pickups and kind of dropping a little bit of knowledge, maybe a spec matrix inside that. So please be sure to make sure you follow me and see when I give you guys the goods, because you guys know I want to bring you content. I love being able to offer you guys this content, and I really appreciate the support in the community that you guys do give me, of course. Mighty Mel V is where it's at. Mighty Mel V is where it's at on YouTube on Saturday, 12:30 a.m., 9:30 p.m., Friday p.m., Pacific Standard Time, of course, for you guys on the other coast. Don't forget, that is where the Drunken Chat Speculation Matrix Variant Edition of the Raw Report gets dropped. Make sure you like and subscribe over there as well. Mr. Hurd, thank you for the wonderful, wonderful logo design. Make sure you guys follow him. And we got Cover Lover dropping phone numbers in the chat here. I don't know if that's good, man. That's like Mike Jones in around here. Make sure you are subscribing over to the soundtrack providers too. White Bat Audio, great tunes to listen to, either while you're twitching, playing video games, doing whatever, podcasting. But copyright free, so you can play it in the background. And thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. And once again, this is Tales from the Flip Side.